DJ repeat shit. What's up, y'all? I should have played my song. Damn, I forgot. What's up? What it do? Aries full moon today. And I haven't been on in a minute, so we jumping on today. I'm gonna pull some energies for right now and a message for that energy that can apply to you whenever you watch it. But the specific details that I could be explaining and describing are going to be more for right now. Hold on. I forgot to cover up my wish card. Hold on, you guys. Trying to do something. Cause I forgot. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, we got a little interference at the bottom, but it's okay. So we're pulling some energies for the whatever's going on right now. We're putting some cards to explain the energy. So what I was saying was whatever details that I might describe may be limited for today in this time right now, but the message and the overall message can be applied to you whenever you catch this video or this live. So first we're going to start with, let's see, what should we start with? Because I still haven't got any new cards, but that don't matter because it just don't matter. Let me see. We're gonna pull some astro cards. That's right, that's what we start off with. My bad. Let's pull up some astro cards real quick. We know that the moon, full moon today, Aries full moon, the sun is in Libra. So that's you, and we know that the south node is in Libra already too. So it's kind of like we're separating from things that we used to relate to that no longer define who we are. And expressing that, feeling that, well, now I ain't gonna say expressing it. Yeah, you can express it, but feeling that in your heart. The expression coming up. What's up, Misa? I'm glad to be back. Look, I just got off live with the girls, the gang, with the Depth of Divine Feminine course. We're having a course starting next week. Catch us on IG on my page if you haven't if you ain't seen it. It's a flash sale. The price is $50, but we did have a flash sale today, and that's gonna bring it down to $30. But if you can't make the tuition up, if you can't get the tuition up, we will work with you. Also, we might come up with some type of, I don't know, we might not do that. But yeah, we will work with you though. So, and the course is going to be about females. It's a women only course. Yeah, we're taking it back to the old school. Women's only. But let's see what the energy is right now. I got a little tap of water. Yeah, I ain't been on in about it's been a little minute. About 2 weeks. So what's the energy for right now? What do we need to understand regarding this full moon? The conjunction. We have a conjunction. Okay, what is conjoining? What's the message? These cards are so fat. They're so wide. They're hard to shuffle sometimes. Come on. Ooh. Okay. We got the 6th house, the things that you do on a routine basis. Your health matters. The things that you work on. Your discipline. Y'all are beyond amazing for that. I need to get in, no doubt. Are you on IG, Misa? 2 cards came out. Are you on IG? I think I saw you on IG. But if you're not, okay, good. If you're on IG, How can I do this? If you're on, yeah, if you're on IG, inbox me and I'll send you the registration form. Yeah, we'll do it like that. And it's a 2-week course. It's gonna be held at night because we know people be doing stuff in the daytime. So I don't know what your time zone is, but Central is going to start at 9. It may last an hour or two. And it's only 2 days out the week. So it's for 3 weeks, my bad. 3 weeks, 2 days out the week. So if you can make it, just inbox me on IG. And also, I'll give you the information on IG. So we got a conjunction in the 6th house with your dreams. 12th house energy, the things that's in your 12th house, the things that you dream about in the backdrops, and Aquarius energy, it being something that can be united in the collective. Okay. So the things that you are working on can also be appreciated, or maybe it'll be observed by the collective. And it's going to be pertaining to spiritual things, spiritual matters, and your dreams and the inspirations that you have inside, the things that can inspire. Okay, we're going to keep those cards out. And then we're going to, should I do numerology first? Or should I, okay, I'll do numerology first. And I also want to pull out this empathic deck. And my course is going to be centered around numerology. That's not going to be the end all of my course, but that's going to be what lays the foundation. Number 4 energy. This looks like a harmonious 4 too. So that's pretty good. 4 is when the thoughts begin about what you are observing in your environment. And also 4 is the womb. Well, not the womb, but it's when you're being birthed into a new situation, because it's another number 1. So this is your individuality, but in a organized fashion though. Okay. Hence the yellow color. What are we getting to? What are we getting at? Okay. Wait a minute. I don't want 2 cards though. Those were harmonious cards though. But I want 1. Okay, we got 7. 7 energy. That's another number 1. I don't know if this is harmonious or not. It might be invert what's the word? Inverted? That's not the word. I haven't read in a long time. But this is another number 1 card. So this is a new experience. This is where your manifestations begin with the number 7 energy. The things that you have had in your internal world and organized, and now these things will be expressed based on what you have thought about, the emotions, and how you organize them within. This is where the expression of that comes into play. Sometimes these things can catch you off guard because this is the first energy. This is the brand new thing. This is something that you experienced for the first time that came from nowhere, that came from the internal, that came from all possibilities. This is why that number 7, they call it lucky or whatever. 1 more card. So we got 2 that makes sense. Aries full moon. 2 number 1 cards. Okay. Why you had to do me like that? This is the number 3. This is the environment. The environment not being not flowing as it should. Because number 3 is when the relationships that you were able to perceive things off of come into play. So maybe the things that how you are relating, which will go back to your individual self, because after 1 is the relationship between you, the individual, and something else, which is going to give you ideas about the environment, will give you a perception and an aura about the environment. So somewhere between the 1, 2, and 3, things are imbalanced. So, but yet you still have opportunity, conjunction energy. It's not really opportunity energy, but things that are coming together harmoniously though. The thoughts that you hold, or maybe you being capable of aligned thoughts, because I don't think necessarily the thoughts are necessarily in order, but they have the potential to be, because sometimes it could just be a off, you not perceiving things right, and all it takes is a word for your perception to align, and then you'll be able to see what's actually going on, and that's where the potential of the aligned thoughts come into play. But hold on, I haven't even, wait a minute, I haven't even saw what number 7 is. Hold up, here we go. Number 7. So first, let's just pull them in order. First, we had number 4. Oh, number 4. This is not an aligned number 4. My bad. This is an inhibition. So what I said, yeah, you could have the potential, but like I kind of thought that the thoughts would be unaligned based off of the 3 being misunderstood, based off of your environment being perceived wrongly, or something perceiving you, which is causing the same effect of a misperception of something. So the inhibition, the force is inflexible and controlling in its square. It patiently bears its cross. So your thoughts are not being expressed. The things that you could learn are not even there for you to learn, because the tools that you could have, your tools are not privy to you, based off of you not being able to create them, because your thoughts of whatever the situation is not on point for real. And it all goes back to the individual, because whatever the accumulation is, it started at the 1, or it could even go back to the space that you are in, the 0, because the space is going to be what that 1 is going to look like and it's colored like. But either way, it don't really matter what space, because the whole point of you manifesting yourself up out of a space into physicality would be for you to create and transform, transmute, or whatever. It's not change. It's not supposed to stay the same. So we can't even blame the wound. We can't even blame the space at this point. Not the original space. I'm talking about your space in your own atmosphere, not your household. I'm not even going, that would be the 3 energy. I'm talking about you and your spirit and where you came from, or your generational curses, or the things that has influenced you up until this point. You cannot blame it on that no more, because at this point, as an individual, the point is to change and transmute and create. So, but if the individual is not in a space to understand that, then that 2, 3, and that 4 will follow in place too. And that's why the number 7 is also, I believe, inhibited. So let's look that up real quick. No, it's exaggerated, my bad. So the next expression would be exaggerated. So the 7 here is materialistic in its exaggerated way. The spiritual trigon craving recognition sits on the square of matter. Therefore, it represents overcompensation. Okay, so this is when, let's bag it up. So the first expression is inhibited. The first one, number 4, is inhibited. Well, it's not the first one, it's the second one. And the third one is over exaggerated. The second one would be how you're thinking and you not expressing those things. And the 7, the next one, the third one, would be the manifestation of what it is that has been organized within yourself. And this being over exaggerated, maybe you focusing on things that's not really the matter. That's not the point. And you overcompensating based off of the misalignment, overcompensating in areas that seem normal, because most people in the world that you're going to judge whether things are normal or not, instead of judging within yourself. If you're judging based off on people around you, and that could be the distortion right there. Okay. So anyway, the distortion would be you looking at other people to understand how you are supposed to be, when you are supposed to be able to relate that 1, to the environment, but relate it to you in a way to where you're reflecting the environment based on your own position. You're perceiving the environment based on how you feel about it, how you look at it, not how your friend looks at it, or your sister looks at it, or even having personal having you know how you can look at another person from a pure place, and then you'll be like, you'll not really have any grudgeful energy towards them until somebody else comes and tells you something about them. Now all of a sudden you looking at them in a, you side eyeing them when that ain't got nothing to do with you. You supposed to judge shit based off of how you feel first. Even those things, yeah, you be wise and you pay attention to the signs, or the like if your friend were to tell you don't fuck with that person because of this and that, yeah, you can pay attention to that and use wisdom, but you also are supposed to judge and relate to these things in a genuine way, in the way that you're originally perceiving it from, if it weren't for any outside influences. So the number 7 would end up being exaggerated in ways that are not necessarily warranted. Whereas if you were to organize what's being exaggerated and put that energy into the right places, then the expression or the experience that you're experiencing won't throw you off. Because like I said, number 7 energy can sometimes come to you it can come to you out of nowhere. You won't even be expecting certain things from 7 energy, because this is where the magic happens. This is where some things from the internal world are expressed, and not by you, but by your environment, because we're operating out. Never mind, let me not go too far. But so, because let's not forget the energy of the 6th house conjuncting the 12th house, and it having Aquarius vibes. So your work ethic, even your health regimens and your routines and patterns are conjoining and should be joint and collaborating with the 12th house, the things that's in your dreams and the things that's in that you inspire to do, and your spirituality and how you see the world from your own internal space, and relating these things to the collective. These things are supposed to be working together at the moment, but maybe they cannot, based off of these distortions from the individual's internal. And number 12, Pisces house, adds up to a 3 energy, which is the environment once again. Now, let's pull from, but I don't mean to keep plugging. That's why we got the Divine Feminine course though. Because like I was saying in our flash sale video, this is an opportunity to not for you to gain a position. You already have a position. Everybody has a position. But to bring light to it for yourself and for others. Give you an opportunity to express things that are not that just like we're teaching things that the school system doesn't teach but should have. Now this is an opportunity for you to express the things that's maybe not politically correct, but it is still a thing for you and needs to come out, so that you won't have health issues. Holding things in also causes health issues, even if it's something that you may think, oh, that's too much. You need to express those things if those things are really, truly, deeply something that you hold on to every day and you have to deal with internally every day. These things need to be expressed on some level. You don't have to be on the internet. It could be, hey, whatever. I don't fucking know. But obviously with these cards, there's room for organization. Let me make sure I got this deck on right. Yeah. Real quick, y'all, hold on. Okay. Now let's pull from the empathic deck. Organizing the chaos, 5 energy. So that's kind of like the energy of the class, how I look at it. because once the individual relates to life, then it begins to have thoughts and ideas, and other people also have these same experiences, and that's 5 energy when those things come together, and now they have to be understood from each individual. You know what I'm saying? It has to be relatable, not relatable, but something that is related, just by default of you being in the same space with other individuals, or you being in the same world with other individuals. Their thoughts are not the end all be all. You got thoughts too. You also have thoughts and ideas, and you also have an original space that nobody else has but you. Those things are to be expressed and used with this world. Those things are to add on to the collective, because you never know. Just a person saying one simple word to you can change your whole entire life. So how much more is your voice important to the world and the world around you? Oh, okay. Phases came out. I think this is, no, this is not phases. Non-duality, and it fell on the floor. This is a number 49. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 4 energy. 4 energy, the thoughts and feelings coming to an end. These same thoughts and same outdated thoughts. I said thoughts and feelings. I meant thoughts. These same thoughts, same old ass thoughts, finally not working any motherfucking more, baby. That shit don't work no more. And it still came 4 and 9 equals 4. So for life have number 4s, to be so grounded and rooted in the same structure that you have always had, that's kind of the lesson of the life of your life, is to create sturdiness and stability just however you please, kind of type way. You can create stableness and stability in you can continue to create that. It's not for you to hold on to that same shit. It's for you to we're gonna read what the card says though. Hold on. Two cards came out. I should have pulled them. I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about other shit in my mind. So let me get back to the reading. Cause let me pay attention. All right. So what this is, the third eye. I ain't really want that card. I don't really like how it fell out, but okay, we'll take it. I don't really like how that card fell out because it was not intentional. Okay. Surrender. What number is that? That's 46. Another 4 energy relating to a oh shit. 4 energy relating to balance, finding balance in your thoughts. 369, yeah. Creating balance in your thoughts. Your thoughts being able to create the environment, having some type of, you're being able to push and pull within the environment because you got emotional, not emotional intelligence, but it is kind of like emotional intelligence, but this will be the yin of the yang that I'm feeling from within type shit. This will be the yin of the yang. The intelligence creating the environment, and the environment being a androgynous energy. That's why I was feeling that emotional, but it's not emotional, it's an inward. Let me shut the hell up. I'm sorry. Because I be feeling like I be rambling. Let me finish. 4-6. That would be the thoughts and the atmosphere coming together. You being able to create the atmosphere just based off of how you think, because whatever you're thinking about is in so much alignment to actual life itself. Okay, but this is surrender. I'm not even taking into account the word surrender yet. Let me hold on. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I apologize. We finna get there. I'll be jumping the gun. Okay. Earth. 11. This is like Aquarius energy. 1 and 1. Individual being able to experience on an individual level. And when you're experiencing on an individual level, you're experiencing all things too, but you're experiencing these things as an individual. You being able to look at life itself and understand your roots, not tangling up the roots and the rope with other people's shit, but being able to focus yourself on where your roots started from. You see these roots looking like they're getting tangled up, and yours could get lost with somebody else's. I think that's also life path 11 energy too. But you getting tangled up with other people's energy and not being able to tell the difference between yours and other people's. But this is you organizing that shit, finding the individuality of your own roots so that you can make it make sense, so you can grow. So let's see. I'm gonna pull what I did first. Non-duality number 49. Wait a minute. Page number 126. Okay, non-duality. As we each walk our path in life, I ain't finna read all this shit now. We experience things that are perceived as good or bad. As empaths, the universe strives to teach us that there is a different choice. This other choice is called non-duality. Through judgments and labels, thoughts and emotions are projected out into the world as energy. It is not hard to see that the projected experience of most, this is the four energy, this is your thoughts and the tools you create and shit, and those things being outdated. That's right. It's a lower vibration, henceforth it is the heaviness that often becomes your daily experience in this world. When you give in to the same process of duality, you add your own energies to this experience. What I said it was, yeah. And because of your power, you can become your own worst enemy. Energy follows intention, and what you intend becomes your reality. The practice of positive thought and affirmations can be helpful, but isn't even that a duality? The first moment of drama or upheaval can uproot all the positivity, leaving you to wonder why. When you realize that sometimes bad things happen to lead to greater learning, that adversity can build emotional strength, and as all experiences can lead to energetic wisdom, the path becomes more one of energetic ascension. No longer do the labels of good, bad, light, dark, spiritual, evil, abundance, lack, love, hate, sadness, blah blah blah. When you basically, this is you being able to have original thoughts and ideas and not holding on to the same experience and having the same thoughts based on previous experiences. This is you being able to use the yin and the yang and change things how you want, because it first starts with the internal. You can use your masculine to guide your feminine. You can use your thoughts to transmute and to shape shift your emotions. And once you can do that within, you can do that without. When you have experiences or you see things, even you're able to shape shift like your atmosphere, your environment. You're actually able to shapeshift those things based on how you're perceiving them. Type shit. Non-duality, being able to see whatever the fuck you want to see, and that being what's manifested. Number 46. Let's see what that is. Surrender 120, 120, 120, 120. Okay, when the answers cannot be found, I surrender so that I may listen to the answers that reside in stillness. Okay, that was the quote. This is the actual message. When you want what you want, your stubbornness can cause you to invest yourself in a situation that will never come into fruition. The busyness of your mind and the power of your emotional needs can quickly take over your energetic experience and make it difficult to see, hear, or discern what is right in front of you. When the stubbornness turns into obsession, something must give, and the energetic stability can become the victim of your compulsions. You can spend an entire lifetime obsessing about something that will never come to be. Better to surrender and reassess. Hold on. Before I keep reading that shit. 46. This is the thoughts that created the environment. Hold on. Wait a minute. What this was? Yeah. Both of these are same type energy. Both of these are creating a environment just on different levels. This is you creating the environment based on your thoughts around you. This is you creating this is the environment that is going to affect your thoughts, and you being able to organize within, that's going to help the atmosphere be what it is, and that way your thoughts can begin to lead up this accumulation ladder type shit. Because reason why I say that, because we got to remember 369 is androgynous energy will be the womb type energy. Both of these fours end with androgynous numbers. So the first androgynous would be 0, the next would be 3, the third would be 6, and the last one would be the 9. So again, let me make sure I make this clear for you and me. The 49 non, because I'm interpreting them from my perspective, because that's, and from the book, and combining those things to make the full circle. So let's go to the surrender. So this out the book is saying that you must surrender to, hold on, what did it say? You can spend an entire lifetime obsessing. Okay. This is you surrendering to the atmosphere that is created, because you have to surrender to the fact that you did create whatever the atmosphere is too. And that is going to allow you to be able to transmute that energy into something that can be more digestible. Not necessarily digestible, let me not say that, because it is what it is, but that can be worked with though. You being able to work with what you have, that 46, you surrendering. You can only work with it until you can only fix a problem when you admit that there's a problem. So you can only work with with this environment once you bring some organization to the chaotic energy within yourself. And then that will allow the overall atmosphere itself to begin to shapeshift. And then with this one, the outcomes or the environment that you are creating, damn, this one will represent the environment that is created, the non-duality of what you can become or what you can experience next, because 9 is finalized energy. This is the death and right before the birth type shit. So I hope that makes sense. But let me let's see. Because surrender is saying, do I refuse to let go because I believe I am not worthy of something better? That's like being obsessed over grief, being obsessed over past trauma or past experiences, past loves, being obsessed with those things when those things have wrapped up, they're kind of finished, and this is an androgynous space that you're in, and that's on you if you want to continue to create more of the same. That number 6 energy, that energy is something that you can have a handle over, because it's going to be based off of how you are or how your thoughts and feelings are. It's going to be based off of what's not your thoughts. It's going to be based off of your individual self, how you're relating to what you're relating to, which is going to create that whole brand new environment. And having you to have thoughts about that, however you chose to, from that individual space. And now the chaos is going to be able to be organized from a genuine place. Now, that's just like you trying to come in and work behind somebody, it's a little harder. Because, and why I say that is because whatever the accumulation is previously, this will be things that has affected you from the outside, not things that you have that you have a handle over, and you know what to spit out and what to retain and what to keep and what not to keep. These things will be affecting you from an outside influence. But if you take control over these things, at that point, you'll be able to have your thoughts in a little bit when you're ready to organize all of this accumulation. It can be you working on your own self, not you trying to come in behind somebody else's work type shit. I don't know if you follow that, but because sometimes but never mind, shut up. So let me find, for the final deck we're going to pull is, should we pull the dark deck? I guess so. Yeah, we'll pull the dark deck. Where's she at? Bro, I didn't bring her. Oh, I was finna say, if I ain't bring her, I don't know where she at. It's not even a her. This is an androgynous, not a he or a her. This is going to be the balance, the darkness, the void. This is the first 0 type energy. I meant to put my hat on. It's too late now. Fuck it. Okay. This is going to bring the balance. This is the 369 energy. Let me stop talking in riddles. Damn, I don't like how this deck's shuffling this morning. Let me put some water on my hands. Now, let's see if that helps. Okay, that helps. Okay, what this is, 2 cards came out. We're going to hold them. Let's go and get another one real quick so I ain't got to keep shuffling. I'm putting this one back, and I'm going to keep this one. Well, I'll keep this one out for a sidebar. Okay. All right, so the cards that came out is, these two came out together. The Starborn and the Fault Line. And then, okay, well, we can read it like that. Then these two came out together. The Judge and the Mentor. Okay, we're going to read it like that. Okay, let's start with the Starborn. The Starborn, we had this card before. What a deck at? I mean, what a book at? We had this card before. This is number 3. So this is the environment, the womb, androgynous, like I said. I always thought that the womb would represent feminine, but no, the womb is actually androgynous. This is the material within the womb that's kind of like the feminine energy. But the number 3 though, the Starborn, these are the inward shit. Let's read it. And then we got the Fault Line, because I ain't having no intuitive discernment on these cards yet. The Fault Line, this is a break. I don't know what number that is. Let's read it out the book. The Starborn is a part of the self. Number 60, page 67. Okay, let's read it out the book. It says, an elusive. What up, Nomadic Productions? He do good beats. Y'all check him out. He's like a DJ. He got some fire-ass beats. Y'all check him out. So the Starborn, an elusive yet radiant aspect of the self. What is elusive? That's like something that's unseen, something that's an essence of. Because 369 would be essential energies or energies of the essence, things that's not actually touchable, tangible. You can't necessarily hear them. They're things that you know. I can see you and you could be pregnant. I might don't even be able to tell you pregnant, but you know you're pregnant type shit. But anyway, the elusive yet radiant aspect of the self. The Starborn archetype points to the cosmic spark of light that arrives with each being at birth. The moment the newborn crowns, whether vaginally or surgically, the royal stars above are said to constellate. Okay, this is like individual energy too, even though this is androgynous, but we know that the Aries, Taurus, and Gemini are the individual energies of the zodiac. And so I like to correspond every damn thing to get a full scope understanding. Things that's straight facts, my type of facts, real life type facts. So this would be also an individual energy kind of too, because let me see. The idea of destiny is because it's really pointing to because it's getting to your birth chart for real and the makeup that you are. You know what I mean? Or the space that you came from. So in that aspect, I can look at it as it only pertains to the individual, the you, because this is what's going to create the star qualities that you can have and only you will be able to possess. The idea of destiny is controversial, yet the Starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself toward a future that is beyond the mundane. When this card appears, because once you get to the 3, you're kind of too far. The accumulation has already begun. Once the man and the woman get together and they have sex, and the baby is conceived, it's too late. Bitch, I mean, you can have an abortion, but that would be unnatural. And I ain't saying good or bad. That's not the point. I'm just saying at that point, it's too far gone. The idea of destiny is controversial, yet the Starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself toward a future that is beyond the mundane. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insight. What did you desire when you were young? Practicing your life from a mystic point of view rather than as a series of logistics. Read the story of the 3. I ain't finna read that story, but We're going to hold these things up in the light. This is trusting, vibrant, aimed, aligned. Trust yourself. Trust the space that you're in, because sometimes you can, for me at least, and I guess this will be, since it's called this message is kind of saying this must not just relate to me. Maybe a lot of people do this. If, well, of course, duh, Jackie, because if you're in a bad space, you're mad at something, and now you got to go and present a welcoming to the church, a welcome address. You got to go speak in front of somebody. It's like, I don't really want to do that in that space. But trust your space is what this is saying. Trust that, because if you're in a certain space, you think that may alter things negatively. Hey, you got to start at some point, so you are able to transmute the space based off of your participation in it, so that you can actually observe it, the environment. Number 3, energy. You can actually see the things that's inside of it, and you can be able to use tools. Number 4, you first do have to jump in it. So whether you fuck it up or not, whether you don't think you're ready or not, we always have this talk, but whether it's ready or not, as long as your intentions is to do what you need to do, and you're doing it from a genuine space, and it's calling from within, not no shit that you got to do at work. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the things that you have to jump off the porch, you got to do it for the first time. Don't worry about what space you're in. Don't worry if your nails are dirt. Well, you can wash your hands, but don't worry if your hair ain't done, and don't worry if your shirt don't look like you want it to look. You got to jump any fucking way. This is the beginning. This is the individual finding itself for real. And then we got the fault line. Okay. Practice seeing your life from okay, and that's you. I'm not gonna keep reading on talking about that. Read the story. Oh, I read that already. So the fault line. Let's see what that is. Let's see what number the fault line is, because I don't know my Roman numerals. Where we at? Okay, hold on. Oh, here we go. Number 49. 4 is, again, same energy coming out. We had that 49 come out over there. 4 was that individual thought, the individual thoughts being played out based on whatever accumulation that you did within, based on the trauma and the things that affected you, your internal world, those distorting your thoughts. And now it's finally time to let that shit go. But the fault line. I want to bring some tarot cards to my college campus. Why? Well, hell, why not? You can bring your tarot cards. Are you saying you want to do tarot at school? If you're ready to do tarot, and you know that you like to do it, and it's something that you're good at, then once you present it, nobody, if they laugh, that's their dumb ass. But if you ain't necessarily ready, practice that shit first. You know what I'm saying? And if your starting point, or you like to start off with people that's around you, like people at school, then shit, do it. What I said, number 49, 161 is the page number. Okay. Imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes. No matter how optimistic and brave you might be, panic ensues. You become fearful, intense, and long for stable ground. I remember reading this. See, like I've read this a lot of times. Such is the energy of the fault line. It's the energy of walking on eggshells, of precarious dynamics, of sensing what is ready to break open into chaos. What's 49? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, that's 4 energy. All over again, right? Where we at? Precarious. Okay. It's likely that cracking open is overdue. As fault lines, or yeah, we already said that. Those same things that has been fracturing you from within, those same traumas, the same thoughts you ruminate over, the same people that you come around all the time that still give you the same vibe. They still perpetuate the same experiences over and over again that are not beneficial or harmonious. That shit is what this is representing, and it's about time for you to goddamn move on. And sometimes you got to let go of people, places, things, thoughts, emotions. That shit can take a little while too, but the point is to do that shit. no matter how long it takes. As long as you're working on it, the amount of time is redundant, because the amount of time will be the amount of time regardless. If you know that you're doing what you need to do as much as you can, then you can't worry about the time. That shit ain't like, you can't do nothing about that. Only thing that you can do about the time is to handle certain shit. It ain't about rushing necessarily. It's just about doing. Okay. Where was I at? It's likely this cracking open is overdue, as fault lines develop slowly and naturally from underlying elemental pressures. This card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. Just like you saying you want to do tarot at school, make sure that you do know what you're doing first. It's not to say I just want to try some shit and I just want to try it because I just want to. No, we talking about things that you know is a part of your self-development that you can hold inside of yourself, or that has been restricted based off of the trauma that is fracturing your internal world and not even allowing you to even be able to understand what you're doing. At least do that work first. Once that work is done, and hopefully it is, because at this point we're at a number 9 fault line energy. Ready or not, bitch, here we come. Sometimes you got to you don't let the outside world or Pluto or God transform you. It's better that you work on it. So even if it comes to a point to where the deadline is afoot, at least you have done some type of work, research. At least you have some type of back pocket energy, some type of accumulation that you can stand on. Because otherwise, your ass gonna fall through the cracks. So even if you are at the deadline point, hey, I'm sorry, you can still stop in your tracks and try to work on it now. You might be a little too late, but at least it don't matter. That's just like when a person dies and their work here on earth is undone. So what? They're gonna start back where they left off anyway. It don't fucking matter. And you also are the ones that has created that shit in the first place. So, but I don't want to go too in on y'all. Because I'm not just going in on y'all, I'm going in on me. I experience these things too. We all do. So there is no, hold on, where am I at? It's much better to prepare yourself. Okay. There is no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a fundamental shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. And we know that shit take time. So if you ain't been doing what the fuck that you need to do, guess what? It's about that time, baby. It's about that time. Let me see. So, now these two energies go together. Oh, okay. These two energies go together. Much like a woman who finna get ready to have a baby. You ain't gonna be able to stop that. When it's time for that baby to come out, bitch, you better be on your way to the hospital, have you a warm bucket of water and a hot towel. Because the baby coming out regardless. 4 energy. 4 energy is the individual. That is kind of like, because 1, 2, let me not go too far in numerology. So we're gonna pull these last 2 cards. We got the mentor and we have the judge. I'm pulling the judge first because I almost put the mentor back. I almost put the mentor back because I was finna get ready to keep the judge. But sometimes the judge can be wrong, and the judge may even need mentoring. And a good judge can be a mentor or has a mentor. Number 14 is judge energy. That's the individual. That's 5 energy. 1 and 4 is 5. That's the individual with its individual thoughts and those things accumulating into physicality, which is going to turn into chaotic energy. Because once you have that dynamic and other people around you have the same dynamic, that's chaotic. They got their own thoughts and ideas over there. You got yours on over here. And now somebody has to judge these things as to what's right and what's wrong. But that could be the flaw with the judge right there. Because, bitch, who are you to judge any fucking thing about somebody else? You judge yourself. And let God judge me, which my God is who I fuck. Let me not go to. Y'all know where I'm going, though. Let me read it out the book. Judge. Where we was at? 14. The page number is 89. And that also could be an aspect of a life path number 5 as well. 89. I'm realizing how these things, how this shit work now, a little bit more and more every day. That's why it's good to, no matter if you think something matters, or if you think you've heard it all before, or if you think that things are so simple to you and it shouldn't be expressed because everybody knows. No, it's about how you do it and what you got to say and the way your experience has created what you're expressing at the moment, that nobody else can and has or can even know until you express these things. So the judge has an incredibly important job. They work every waking hour of each day, helping us to discern what is safe, true, and just. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into painful judgment of self and others. Exactly. That's the accumulation being offset from the beginning. You not being able to see shit for what it was because you can't even see your own self for what you are. The space that you came out of, you're not even peeping game on you. So at that point, once things hit the fan, once the fault line, once the baby is born, it is what it is, and your overall evaluation of that shit was wrong, then you're going to be the judge, the bad judge. You're going to be the one that don't know how to judge shit. And I'm talking about internal shit too. So this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear. Wise discernment turns into painful judgment of self and others. Ironically, the judge's energy can be the seed of racism, bigotry, and fear-mongering. This is the judge out of balance, building walls separating from other. When the same discerning force is made conscious and healed, however, the judge may be found advocating for civil rights causes, standing up for the underdog, providing resources for those in need, and forgiving again and again. Love is the deciding factor. Hey, love ain't got... Because you can love something that your ass should not be loving. So the love for yourself is the deciding factor, because then you'll know how to love and how to hate the things that you need to hate in a loving way. The judge may be found advocating for civil rights. Okay, love is awakening. This archetype is essential for the complex times that we're in. Get your judge in order. The world needs it. Right, exactly. That's what the fuck we've been saying. Because I at this point it's kind of time for me. Never mind. Let me keep that to myself. Okay. Discernment, that's you not being able to, so that's 5 energy. 5 is the internal. That's where discernment can be assessed from, in the internal space. And if you can't if y'all 1, 2, 3, and 4 ain't in order, if your individuality and you're not able to relate to things from an individual space, and so that is going to cause fractures in your thoughts and what you create and how you use the tools around you, then you won't have good discernment either on shit. This is the judge energy, discernment, that 5. You'll be putting walls up on things that actually are for your favor. You'll be holding grudges and not forgiving things that nobody ain't studying no more but you. You the only one. You'll do that type of dumb shit. You'll be critical with things that ain't that deep and ain't that serious, yet not being critical about you and what you need to be on top of as far as your individuality and how you're expressing yourself and coming across. You'll be punishing to those people when you're actually deserving of punishment yourself. And you will experience punishment on your own accord based off of you whooping your own ass spiritually. You won't have any protection. You cross the wrong person in this energy, in the wrong energy, you'll have a whole lot of blood on your hands too. Because you don't know the type of space that they came out of. Hold on. Let me see. The mentor. Where you at? Mentor. Okay, the mentor is number 6. All this androgynous energy. I don't think we got a feminine energy on this in this message yet. I don't think we had them but masculine and androgynous energy. The dick in the womb. The dick. Let me show you. No feelings attached to it. Just fucking. Just straight fucking. Not having no relationship with what you're indulging in type shit. And that could be what's lacking. But we're not talking about that. This message, this reading has not brought that up yet, though. So maybe that's not yet the focus, because you do have 0 and then 1, and that's another dichotomy that I've been going back and forth in my mind. Like, what the fuck is that? But anyway, hold on. The Mentor. We're page 73. 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 1 energy. Okay. All right, so the Mentor. It is said that cosmic knowledge pours down on the world. Hold on, that cosmic knowledge pours down on the world like a great illuminated waterfall. This can be an overwhelming force. The true teacher, though it is said to be able to hold his flow of wisdom at bay while the student sips from a focused stream. Hold on, what? The true teacher, though, is said to be able to hold this flow of wisdom at bay while the student sips from the focused stream. Okay, so the Mentor archetype has a gift for reading the room, the womb. Number 6. The Mentor archetype has a gift for reading the room, for sensing the exact ingredient that will stimulate growth within the student, whether pleasant or painful. The Mentor may appear aloof or unavailable. Oh, wait a minute. The Mentor may appear aloof or available, harsh or tender, humorous or rigid. Their gift is to know what serves the soul. Ultimately, the Mentor is in service of the greater cosmic good and aids in the elevation of consciousness. Anytime the Mentor forgets his humble link, fuck being humble, it's modest link, and mistakes themselves for the source of enlightenment, the archetype falls into shadow. So this is the judge, where the judge will end up being when it misjudges things continually. It won't be a mentor. It'll be the fool at the end of the day, because it won't be practicing what the hell it preached. It won't be judging itself on the same accord that they feel that it's the scale of judgment. So you'll end up being a fool, because anytime you don't practice what the fuck you teach, you're gonna end up being looked at as a fool, because how you gonna tell me this and you ain't doing that? And even if you is doing that, how is it working for you? You're not doing nothing for you. So bitch, you looking like the fool no matter what. So the Mentor, though, in its aligned place, in its aligned position, will be able to be modest and not go too far, because then that's just like those, because I see like a cycle that's overlapping itself, and it should be moving on, but no, it's steady going, and it's like a thought pattern. You beginning to think highly, which is a hierarchy that is not necessarily a real thing, but you beginning to think so highly of your space and your position to where you discredit others, and you're not able to judge things on level playing fields from one individual to the next, especially from your individual to something else. You'll really be off balance when it comes to you, but even others. You may have favoritism because your child is your child, but your child did some shit that bitch deserves actual jail time, but you won't give that child jail time. So guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna end up creating a monster too. But that's like a metaphor to how these things are going to be created by you and expressed through your external world. I mean, so anyway, I'm finna dip, y'all. Got to go. I fuck with y'all. Let me see. We ain't had too many comments, but it's all good. I'll fuck with y'all a little bit later. Bye. Oh, check us out tonight. We're gonna go live on IG regarding the Divine Feminine course too, and the flash sale, how to apply and shit like that. So check us out. See y'all later. We might even jump in on YouTube. I might have an extra device for it can be streamed on YouTube too. We'll see. But all right, y'all. Peace out.